About 5 years ago in the Indian Ocean, scientists detected a phenomenon called the Indian Ocean Dipole. This phenomenon, similar to El Niño, involves a difference in temperature between the east and west of the ocean, causing a major impact on the world's climate. Scientists are concerned this could lead to natural disasters and significant climate change. A curious detail is that a blind seer from Bulgaria, Baba Vanga, had already predicted these catastrophes. She said that from the mid-2020s, major natural disasters such as earthquakes and floods would happen. Recently, researchers confirmed that pollution and excessive use of natural resources are changing the Earth's axis of rotation. Between 1993 and 2010, humanity removed around 2,150 gigatons of groundwater, which raised sea levels by around 6 millimeters. This is like adding weight to a spinning top, changing its rotation. The warming of Indian Ocean waters, caused by global warming, is contributing to this imbalance. In 2019, Australia was hit hard by devastating fires, which burned an area equivalent to 1.2 times the size of South Korea. These fires, which lasted almost 6 months, were followed by a hailstorm in 2022, causing furthermore destruction. These events highlight the severity of climate change. Scientists warn that global warming is accumulating energy in the oceans, comparable to the explosion of several atomic bombs per second. This excess energy is spreading across the planet, causing extremes of heat and cold. The World Meteorological Organization predicts that 2024 could be the hottest year on record. A recent prophecy by Peter Danov, a Bulgarian philosopher and spiritualist, also talks about great changes. He said that before a new era began, a purification through divine fire would occur, preparing humanity for better times. Danov predicted that after this purification, a new era of love and understanding would emerge. If you want to be up to date with the best tips, news and solutions for a more sustainable future, don't miss the chance to join us. Subscribe to the channel now and activate the bell so you don't miss any incredible videos that will transform your view of the environment. I will like it if you believe in a greener world and leave your comment to tell us what else you want to see here. Together, we can make a difference, and your participation is essential. Click subscribe and like right now. Change starts with you. However, he also warned of natural catastrophes such as floods, fires and earthquakes that would be signs of this purification. He believed that after these events, humanity would reach a higher level of consciousness and spirituality. In the present, we see signs of these changes. The birth rate in South Korea is at its lowest level, threatening social and economic stability. The situation is worrying, but perhaps we are in the middle of a necessary transformation for a better future, as Danov predicted. The challenges are great, but history shows us that humanity has the capacity to adapt and evolve. Danov's predictions may offer us hope that after the storm, there will be a new dawn. And you, what do you think about these prophecies and the climate changes we are experiencing? Just imagine more than 100 years ago, a psychic named Baba Vanga, who was blind and lived in Bulgaria, predicted that from mid-2020, the world would begin to face huge natural disasters, such as major earthquakes and floods. She even mentioned that the Earth's axis could shift, leading to even greater catastrophes. Sounds like something from a movie, right? Now, let's talk science. Scientists have already noticed changes in the Earth's axis, which are caused by excessive use of resources and pollution. Between 1993 and 2010, we used so much groundwater that sea levels rose by about 6 millimeters. This may not seem like much, but it's like adding weight to a spinning top. It starts to spin differently. This change affects the climate around the world. Additionally, there is a phenomenon called Indian Ocean temperature dip. This means that there is a large temperature difference between the east and west of the Indian Ocean. This phenomenon can cause droughts, floods, melting glaciers, and rising sea levels. A clear example of how this affects us was the devastating fire in Australia in 2019. For almost 6 months, the country faced fires that burned an area larger than that of South Korea. This disaster was a serious warning about how the climate is changing. It does not stop there. In 2022, Canberra, Australia, was hit by a hailstorm with rocks the size of golf balls. This caused a lot of damage and showed once again how extreme the weather is getting. All of these climate events are linked to global warming. The Earth is absorbing a lot of heat, as if it is in a giant sauna. And this extra energy is being released in the form of extreme weather events such as fires, storms, and floods. The forecast is that 2024 will be one of the hottest years in history. Scientists are worried, and all these natural disasters are signs that we need to act to slow global warming. The University of Seoul did a study showing that from 1993 to 2010, we used so much groundwater that the Earth's axis shifted. This movement is similar to what happens when we add weight to a spinning top, changing its balance. Now, speaking of predictions, a book by a psychic called Sylvia Brown mentions that between 2025 and 2040, giant waves will hit Japan and Florida. She also said that by 2030, a huge volcanic eruption in the Indian Ocean would cause flooding in countries like Australia and Tanzania. But she also predicted that humanity would survive, thanks to new technologies and warning systems. Baba Vanga, the Bulgarian seer, also predicted that after all these disasters, a period of renewal would come. According to her, humanity would undergo a transformation, entering a new era of peace and harmony. However, to reach this new era, we need to face and overcome many challenges. Climate change is affecting us all, and it is crucial that we take action to protect our planet. What do you think of these predictions and climate change? Leave your comment and share your opinion. We are living in difficult times, but together we can make a difference and guarantee a better future for everyone. In addition to predictions, it is essential that we recognize the actions we can take to help mitigate climate change and better prepare our communities for natural disasters. One of the most important steps is to reduce our carbon footprint. This means switching to renewable energy sources such as solar and wind rather than relying on fossil fuels. Reducing meat consumption, improving energy efficiency in our homes, and promoting sustainable transport are also effective measures. Another crucial aspect is investing in resilient infrastructure. Building more disaster-resistant buildings, improving drainage systems, and preparing evacuation plans are critical to protecting our communities in the event of extreme weather events. Additionally, education and awareness are essential. People need to be informed about the risks and the measures they can take to protect themselves. Education must also include teaching about the impact of our actions on the environment and the importance of conservation. Governments and international organizations have a vital role in the fight against climate change. Global agreements, such as the Paris Agreement, are important to ensure that all countries do their part in reducing greenhouse gas emissions and promoting sustainable development. Each of us can make a difference, even with small actions. Recycling, saving water, and supporting environmental policies and initiatives are ways to contribute to a more sustainable future. Although the challenges we face are great, collaboration and collective action have the power to transform the situation. As individuals and as a society, we have the ability to face these difficulties and create a safer and healthier world for future generations. What do you think about the measures we can take to tackle climate change? Share your ideas and actions you are already taking to help the planet. Together, we can make a difference and ensure a more sustainable future for us all. The actions we take today not only affect the environment, but also have a direct impact on the quality of life of future generations. The preservation of ecosystems, the conservation of biodiversity, and the reduction of environmental impacts are fundamental to ensuring a healthy and sustainable planet. One aspect that deserves attention is the protection of the oceans. The oceans play a crucial role in regulating the climate and providing food and resources for millions of people. However, ocean pollution and acidification are threatening these vital ecosystems. Reducing the use of plastics, promoting sustainable fishing practices, and protecting marine areas are important steps to preserving the health of the oceans. Sustainable agriculture is also a key part of the fight against climate change. Agricultural practices that conserve water, reduce soil erosion, and minimize the use of chemicals are essential to ensuring efficient and environmentally friendly food production. Supporting farmers who adopt sustainable methods and choosing local and organic products can help reduce the environmental impact of food production. Technological innovation plays a fundamental role in mitigating climate change. The development of new technologies such as carbon capture and storage, precision agriculture, and electric mobility can help reduce emissions and increase resource efficiency. It is also important to remember climate justice. The most vulnerable communities, which are often those least responsible for greenhouse gas emissions, are those that suffer most from the impacts of climate change. Ensuring these communities receive adequate support and resources to adapt and recover is a matter of justice and equity. The mobilization of civil society is crucial to driving significant change. Participating in campaigns, supporting environmental organizations, and getting involved in community initiatives are ways to contribute to the cause. Ultimately, the fight against climate change requires a continuous and collective effort. Every action counts, and every small change can contribute to a larger positive impact. By working together, we can tackle climate challenges and build a more resilient and sustainable future. If you have any more ideas or suggestions on how we can address climate change, please feel free to share. Your involvement and dedication are essential to creating a better future for everyone. Education also plays a vital role in the fight against climate change. Raising awareness about environmental issues and teaching sustainable practices from an early age helps create a more conscious and responsible generation. Schools and universities can offer curricula that integrate environmental and climate change studies, encouraging students to become agents of change in their communities. Collaboration between governments, businesses, and non-governmental organizations is crucial to implementing effective policies and practices. Governments have a responsibility to create and enforce regulations that promote sustainability and limit greenhouse gas emissions. Companies, in turn, can adopt greener business practices and invest in clean technologies. NGOs play an important role in advocating environmental policies, promoting community projects, and educating the public. Furthermore, reducing waste is an important issue to address. Reducing, reusing, and recycling materials helps minimize the amount of waste generated and reduces the need for new resources. Practices such as composting and reducing food waste also contribute to a lower environmental impact. Individual action should also not be underestimated. Lifestyle changes such as reducing meat consumption, using public transport, and choosing sustainable products can add up to create a significant impact. Each of us has the ability to make more conscious choices and influence those around us. Communication and information sharing are essential to engage more people in the cause. Using digital platforms to disseminate information about sustainable practices and successes in the fight against climate change can inspire others to take action. In short, tackling climate change is a complex journey that requires the active participation of all sectors of society. By combining individual and collective efforts, we can create innovative and sustainable solutions, ensuring a healthier future for the planet and future generations. If you have any further ideas or views on this topic, I would be happy to continue the discussion.